The history of animal husbandry is as old as the civilization of mankind. Our dependence on animals for plowing, milk products, manure, meat, wool, etc. is well known. Man developed his own methods for management, feeding and health protection of his domestic animals. Naturally, the animals may know some self-medications. Dogs and cats eat green grass and vomit in case of indigestion. Man observed the nature and formulated herbal medicines through trial and error method. Ayurveda has a collection of such medicines and practices for human beings. Even though the traditional herbal medicines are commonly used in treating the animal diseases, they have no systematic documentation. Ayurveda explains the human health science in depth, but there is no such documentation for the treatment of animals. We can find few references in the literatures of our folk cultures. In recent years, dairying has taken commercial shape with exotic milk breeds. Allopathic medicines have become more popular. Ethnic herbal medicines are at the verge of extinction along with the local breeds of dairy animals. Due to lack of demand and respect for this traditional practice, the new generation of the farmers did not learn and practice the same. Most of these herbal practitioners do not reveal the secret combination of medicines to anybody outside their family. Thus, the incredible knowledge is being washed off with generations. This secrecy policy contributes a lot for the loss of these valuable medicines without moving to the next generation. Of course, there are some exceptions. This old gentleman is Mr. Krishna Nayak from the Western Ghats of Karnataka. He has got a huge collection of herbal veterinary medicines and he practices till today. He shares his knowledge with everyone who is interested. His son, Mr. Anand Nayak, is fully trained in this and is continuing these traditional treatments. Their opinion is that the cost of locally available herbal medicine is negligible compared to English medicines. Even the side effects are very less. Some diseases, not yet understood fully by the modern veterinary science, have got effective treatments with this traditional practice. Documentation and conservation of these ethno-veterinary medicines and practices is the primary concern of this effort by your Shramajeevi Agri Films. We have not interfered in the content collected from the traditional practitioners. Scientific and systematic presentation after careful documentation is the only effort from our side. Veterinary doctors of our team have tried many of these medicines and got encouraging results. Their experience shows that the effect of these medicines is not uniform on all the animals. Unavailability of the herbs in the vicinity due to the destruction of forests is one of the major problems. Systematic validation of these medicines by clinical trials has not taken place on a large scale yet anywhere. No doubt, this time-tested practice is applicable and useful forever. Even then, we cannot give any guarantees for these medicines. Shramajeevi Agri Films will not entertain any claims of loss or inconvenience with these ethnic practices. Documentation and thereby conserving the same for future validation from farmers and veterinary scientists is our primary concern. We have a few requests for you. The huge task of survey and documentation of these herbal veterinary medicines is not possible only with Shramajeevi. Interested and enlightened people have to start documenting the available information in their vicinity. Educate others and try to conserve the medicinal plants. If possible, try to grow and protect them. Do not damage the medicinal herbs and trees while collecting the leaves, stems, roots and bark. Practice these ethnic medicines at least for preliminary treatments. At the same time, Our request is not to glorify or exaggerate the outcome of the ethno-veterinary treatments. For serious illness and emergencies, one may go for fast-acting allopathic medicines. Medicine dosage given in this document is for grown-up animals. Calves, sheep, and goat need half these dosages. Our important observation is that some plants are useful for many medicines. At the same time, many herbal combinations are available for the same disease. Most of them are region-specific. We are giving many alternates to enable you to practice it with the herbs available in your locality. Now let us start with the disease symptoms and the herbal medicine combinations for its treatment. The first one is inflammation. The symptoms: inflammatory swelling may be seen on any part of the body. For example, swelling of jaws. Pus may come out if opened, sometimes with a bad smell. Treatment: ingredients: tubers of greater galangal, leaves of cow vine, sour orange, and lime water. Method: crush the tubers of greater galangal and leaves of cow vine in sour orange juice. Warm the mixture and apply it on the swollen portion, or crush the tubers in water or lime water and apply. Lime water means the transparent supernatant liquid collected above the soaked edible lime. Second medicine: ingredients: Indian aloe and lime. Method: crush 2 to 3 leaves of aloe and 50 grams of lime. Keep it for 2 to 3 days in an earthen pot. Apply this mixture on the swollen part once a day for 5 days. Third medicine: ingredients: 2 handful of Indian Itis, 1 handful of inner bark of coral tree, 10 to 15 white pepper, and 1 bulb of garlic. Method: crush all these items in water, squeeze and collect the liquid. Carefully drench 250 ml twice a day in the morning and evening for 2 days. Apply the remnant of the herbs to the swollen portion. Fourth medicine: ingredients: leaves of thorn apple, garlic, jaggery, copra, white pepper, lemon fruit, clove, leaves of drona pushpi, and black nightshade. Method: crush handfuls of all these items and extract the liquid. Drench 250 ml of the preparation twice a day in the morning and evening for 2 days. Mastitis. Symptoms: occurs due to bacterial infection, and there will be an inflammatory swelling in the udder, and it becomes warm, sometimes hard as well. Acute pain and fever is also common. The milk gets spoilt by becoming watery or curdy. Milk yield drops drastically. Reasons: mastitis is a result of microorganism infection. This problem is common in high-yielding cows. Lack of cleanliness on the floor of the cowshed and incomplete milking leads to the entry of pathogens from the orifices of the teats. To prevent this problem, keep the shed clean. Milk the cow completely. Start the treatment immediately after noticing the symptoms. Now let us study the herbal remedies. Ingredients: leaves of aloe and the touch-me-not plant, turmeric and lime. Method: take half kilograms of aloe leaves, 2 handfuls of the touch-me-not plant, 1 spoon of turmeric powder, and 10 grams of lime. Crush the items nicely. Apply this mixture to the udder twice a day for a week. Milk the cow, clean the udder with warm water, and swab with cloth before applying the medicine. Second medicine. Ingredients: leaves of memicillon, bandicoot berry, vatangi, cow vine, Indian snowberry, and sour orange. Method: take memicillon and bandicoot berry leaves, 1 handful each, and crush it in rice wash water. Drench the preparation to the animal. Make rice along with Vatangi leaves and feed the animal. Crush the leaves of cow vine and Indian snowberry in sour orange juice. Warm it and apply it to the udder. Wash the raw rice twice. Drain and collect the water from the third wash for medicinal use. Always boil the rice and dry the water in an open bowl to use for medicine. Third medicine. Ingredients: white fig, hill mango, white pepper and garlic. Method: take the bark of white fig and hill mango, 2 palm-sized pieces each, 10 white pepper and 1 bulb of garlic. Crush it and extract the liquid. Drench 250 ml liquid twice a day for 1 week. Apply the remnant of the herbs to the udder. Fourth medicine. Ingredients: Indian birthwort, giant milkweed, 5-leaved chaste tree, and sweet indrajao. Method: take 1.5 feet length vine of Indian birthwort, 2 to 3 leaves of giant milkweed, 1 handful leaves of chaste tree and sweet indrajao, 1 garlic bulb, 3 spoons of cumin seeds, and 4 white peppers. Crush all these in rice wash water. Apply this preparation twice a day till the mastitis cures. Necrotic mammalitis. This problem is more common in buffaloes in first calving. Teats swell and appear red. Acute pain and reduced size of teat canal is seen, but the milk remains normal. Teats may drop after decaying if not treated. Treatment. Ingredients: tubers of Hainan resurrection lily, leaves of Vatangi, and caricature plant. Method: crush the lily tubers in water and apply to the affected teats. Cook rice with Vatangi leaves and feed the animal. Or crush the leaves of caricature plant in rice wash water and drench. Second medicine. Ingredients: thorn apple and wheat flour. Method: crush 8 to 10 leaves of thorn apple plant with 10 grams of wheat flour with enough water. Apply this paste to the affected teats twice a day for 3-4 days. Anorexia or lack of appetite. Symptoms: the animal does not feed and masticate. Dry nose, solid dung, etc. are the other symptoms. Reasons: fever, indigestion, liver problem, worm infestation, change in food, inactive digestive system, etc. may result in this problem. Treatment. Ingredients: false black pepper plant roots and white pepper. Method: crush the roots and the pepper. Boil it with water to make a decoction. Drench 250 ml of this preparation once. To prepare this decoction, boil the ingredients in 4 liters of water till it reduces to 1 liter. Second medicine. Take the leaves of Malabar nut, thorn apple, bale tree, portia tree, 1 handful each, 1 garlic bulb, 10 to 15 white peppers, and 2 spoons of mustard. Mash all the ingredients together. Feed 1 ball size of the mixture twice a day for 4 days. Third medicine. Feed 1 fruit of black thorn apple in cooked finger millet ball in the night for 4 days. Put enough fodder after giving this medicine. Do not give thorn apple fruit to the calves, which may result in toxicity. Fourth medicine. Crush 300 grams of melena leaves, 50 grams of turmeric powder, and 50 grams of white pepper in buttermilk. Drench this preparation once a day for 2 days. Bloat. Symptoms: frothy gas accumulates in rumen. Ballooning sounds arise if tapped. Excess salivation, no feed intake, increased respiration, discomfort, etc. are the other symptoms of bloat. Bloat in excess will put pressure on the lungs and diaphragm, leading to the death of the animal. Reasons: eating succulent green grass or poisonous grasses, more of dicot seeds, polluted drinking water, blockade in the digestive tract, constipation, swallowing plastic, etc. will lead to bloat problem. To avoid this, feed succulent grass after wilting. Do not give water immediately after the fodder. Avoid excess fodder. Give dry fodder after greens in the rainy season. Provide clean drinking water. Treatment: take the leaves of Indian madder, Dronapushpi, black holy basil and Malabar nut, 1 handful each, 10 grams of white pepper, 2 garlic bulbs and 2 spoons of wild celery. Mash the ingredients and feed. Second medicine: take 1 handful of Malabar nut leaves, 10 grams of pepper, 2 garlic bulbs, a tinge of asafoetida and 50 grams of jaggery. Crush all the ingredients and mix it with 600 ml of goat milk. Divide the mixture into 3 parts. Drench it in the morning, afternoon and by night. Provide the animal with warm water for drinking. Third medicine: feed 2 kilograms of radish in case of medium bloat. If the bloat is severe, give 3 kilograms. Feed the radish as it is or after crushing. Feed twice in a 6-hour interval. Fourth medicine: take 5 to 10 grams of sweet flag roots, 50 grams of ginger, 10 to 15 grams of pepper and 50 grams of mustard. Crush all these in 200 ml of castor oil. 1 drench of this mixture will cure the bloat. Fifth medicine: take 50 grams of ginger, 1 garlic bulb, 3 to 4 cardamom, 5 to 6 cloves and 1 spoon of opium poppy seeds. Crush all these, put little bit of jaggery, boil and prepare a decoction. Drench 250 ml once a day for 2 days. Walk the animal in an open ground. Fever. Symptoms: increased body temperature, less urination, erect hair, less or no feeding, dry nose, weakness in the eyes, etc. are the symptoms of common fever. Reasons: sudden change in the climate, infection or physiological disorders may result in fever. Treatment. Ingredients: Dronapushpi, bitter gourd, lemon fruit and finger millet flour. Take 2 handfuls of Dronapushpi leaves, 3 bitter gourd fruits, juice of 1 lemon fruit and 200 grams of finger millet flour. Crush all these in water. Drench this twice a day for 3 days. Second medicine: boil 200 grams of 5-leaved chaste tree leaves in water. Drench 200 ml of the decoction thrice a day till the fever is cured. Third medicine: take mustard, turmeric powder, dry ginger powder, 1 spoon each, and 25 grams of crete with roots. Crush all these and prepare a decoction. Drench once a day for 4 to 5 days. Fourth medicine: take 10 grams of pepper, 10 grams of ginger, juice of 1 lemon fruit and 1 garlic bulb. Crush all these and prepare a decoction. Drench twice a day for 2 days. Fifth medicine: take Dronapushpi leaves, bitter gourd leaves and crete, 1 handful each. Crush all these in buttermilk and drench once. Then put 5 grams of edible camphor in a banana and feed. Continue this twice a day till the fever is cured. Recurrent fever. This is not the continuous fever, but there will be a fluctuation in the body temperature. To cure this, crush 1 handful of moonbeam leaves in buttermilk and drench once in a day for 4 days. Take the bark of Indian trumpet, wild celery seeds, ginger and pepper. Mash all these and feed 1 ball size of the mixture for 4 days. Cowpox. Symptoms. Boils appear on the udder, teats and on other parts of the body. Treatment. Take mimicillin and bandicoot berry leaves, 1 handful each. Crush them in rice wash water and drench twice a day for 10 days. And rub Rauwolfia root in lemon juice. Drench 2-spoon quantity for 2 days. Second medicine. Take 250 grams of aloe leaves, 2 spoons of turmeric powder and 10 grams of lime. Crush and apply it to the udder twice a day for 4 to 5 days. Metritis. Symptoms. A white slimy discharge from the vagina is seen, sometimes with blood and foul smell. This animal will not milk properly. Reasons. Incomplete discharge of fetal membrane, unhygienic cattle shed, infection during natural insemination, abortion, etc. will result in metritis. This is an inflammation of the uterus due to bacterial infection. Treatment. Crush 1 handful of wild jujube leaves in rice wash water and drench it for 5 to 6 days. Second medicine. Crush 1 piece of ginger, 1 spoon of wild celery, 5 to 6 peppers and a little bit of jaggery. Boil this crush with rice and feed once in a day for 2 days. Third medicine. Take 250 grams of bale tree leaves and 50 grams of gilo leaves with stem. Crush them in water and drench once a day for 5 days. Fourth medicine. Take cumin seeds, crystal sugar and gum of sacred fig, 10 grams each. Crush these together and feed once a day for 5 days. Fifth medicine. Crush 2 handfuls of darnel grown on Indian beech tree and make it into a ball. Feed 1 ball size per day for 1 week. Sixth medicine. Take dove grass and Phyllanthus amaris, 1 handful each. Boil them in water and drench the decoction once in a day for 1 week. Copious lacrimation. Like human beings, even the animals suffer with stress. Copious lacrimation is the indication. Treatment. Crush 1 handful of Cyclia barbata leaves in water. Put it on the head portion of the animal. Or crush 1 handful of wild jujube leaves in rice wash water and drench. Or put sesame oil to the head portion of the animal. Soft hoof. Symptoms: limping and difficulty in walking on stony ground. Lower surface of the hoof becomes soft and white. Pus may come out if pressed. This problem is seen commonly in hind legs. The cow suffering from soft hoof will not stand. Treatment: crush the bark of wild mango tree in rice wash water and drench once. Wet a cloth in the same liquid and tie it to the hooves. Yolk gall. Symptoms: wound and swelling is seen in the hump. The bull cannot hold the yoke for a long time. Bleeding may also be seen if the yolk gall is ulcerated. Maggots of flies appear in the wound. The bull gets disturbed due to pain if the yolk is put. Continuous work for a long time and negligence of the wound on the hump are the reasons for yolk gall. Treatment: crush the leaves of 5-leaved chaste tree in sour orange juice. Warm the mixture and apply to the hump for 3 days. Or apply the pulp of boiled wild mango fruit. Second medicine: crush 1 leaf of aloe with 10 grams of lime. Apply twice a day till the yolk gall cures. Third medicine: grind 1 handful of mustard in warm water. Apply the paste once a day till the yolk gall heals. Fourth medicine: crush 250 grams of Indian elm tree bark with 1 spoon of turmeric powder. Apply this paste once in a day for 1 week. Fifth medicine: mix 100 grams of cow butter with half spoon of turmeric. Apply it once a day for 1 week. Prolapse of uterus. Symptoms: the entire uterus or a part of it comes out from the vagina in pregnant or calved animals. Reasons: this is more common in buffaloes due to the defect in the body structure. Genetic problem: malnutrition at the time of pregnancy, rough pulling of calf in assisted delivery, etc. are the other reasons for prolapse of uterus. To minimize the problem, do not put the fodder at a time if the preliminary symptoms are seen. Do not let the animal graze on a hilly tract. Tie the animal on a slope towards the front side down. Treatment: crush touch-me-not plant and boil with cumin seeds to prepare a decoction. Drench it to the animal with a prolapsed uterus. If the problem is severe, take more quantity of the touch-me-not plant, crush it with rice and feed, or crush the herb in rice wash water and drench. Treatment to prevent the prolapse of uterus. Treat the animal with the history of this problem in advance. Drench half quarter of cashew fenny once at 4th or 5th month stage of pregnancy and once after 1 month. It is better if the leaves of red crosandra are ground in the fenny. Third medicine: crush 50 grams of touch-me-not plant and extract the liquid. Apply it on the prolapsed uterus. Make a ball of the remnant of the herb and feed it twice a day for 3 days. Allow an experienced person to push the uterus inside and walk the animal. Tie the animal on a slope towards the front side down. Fourth medicine: take 200 grams of the tubers of asparagus and grind it nicely. Apply the paste on the prolapsed uterus. Apply groundnut oil on the hand and push the uterus slowly in. Always put wet white cloth on the prolapsed uterus to keep it moist. Problem of letting down of milk. Few animals, especially the buffaloes, trouble a lot in letting down of milk, even though the udder is full of milk. This problem is common if the calf dies or the animal is shifted to a new shed. Treatment: feed the animal with 2 leaves of aloe 1 hour before milking, or crush a small piece of Rhaphidophora and feed, or grind 10 grams of copper sulfate, mix it with cooked rice and feed, but do not continue any of these treatments for more than 2 days. Second medicine: cook 1 thornapple fruit in hot ash. Crush it with rice bran and make it into a ball. Feed this only once. Do not leave the animal for grazing after this medication. Pain. Pain due to slipping, fighting each other, etc. is common in animals. Treatment: take Aparosa leaves, black termite mound and wild pepper vine, 1 handful each. Crush these in sour orange juice and warm the mixture. Apply this medicine to the painful portion. Second medicine. Take black termite mound and leaves of 5-leaved chaste tree, Atlantia vine, and emetic nut, 1 handful each. Crush these with 10 grams of pepper. Mix it with rice wash water and apply it to the painful portion. Gangrenous tail. Symptoms. Hairs at the tip of the tails fall off. Tail tapers slowly and becomes blunt. Skin of the tail becomes brittle and develops cracks. The entire tail may go off if not treated. This is attributed to mycotoxicosis due to continuous feeding of fungal-infected paddy straw, which may lead to sulfur deficiency. Treatment. Boil the groundnut oil with a tinge of turmeric powder and garlic. Dip the affected tail in hot oil. Pull it out as soon as the animal gets disturbed when the live portion of the tail touches the hot oil. Later, the dead portion of the tail dries up and drops. Second medicine. Ingredient: Indian beech tree seed oil and ghee. Method: scrape the gangrenous tail with a knife. Boil Indian beech tree seed oil and apply to the affected portion of the tail, or apply the hot ghee. Continue this treatment till the gangrene cures completely. Start the treatments immediately after noticing the symptoms. Third medicine. Take 1 handful of Indian elm leaves, 1 spoon milk of white giant milkweed, and 10 grams of camphor. Crush all these together and apply. Cover the tail with a cloth and tie it. Fourth medicine. Scrape the gangrenous portion of the tail with a thorn of emetic nut plant. Dip the tail in hot oil or ghee after the bleeding stops. Or apply neem oil mixed with turmeric powder for 10 days or until recovery. Anestrus. Symptoms. Heapers do not come into estrus even after attaining maturity. The cow may not come into estrus even after 2 to 3 months of calving. Reasons: malnutrition, genetic problem, silent heat, suffering from contagious diseases like foot and mouth, worm infestation, deficiency of essential minerals, etc. are the reasons for anestrus. To avoid this, nourish the animal with nutritious feed. Treatment. Ingredients: chickpea, black gram, remusatia, bitter cucumber, and long brinjal. Method: soak the chickpea and the black gram, 200 grams each, to get the sprouts. Add the tubers of remusatia and crush these with raw rice. Then feed the mixture to the animal, or crush bitter cucumber in rice and feed, or dip the long brinjal in fried oil and wilt it by putting it on the flame of a lamp. Feed 3 to 4 fruits for 2 days to bring the animal into estrus. Second medicine. Wash 1 aloe leaf of medium size in water. Feed 1 leaf a day for 5 to 6 days. Third medicine. Grind 1 handful of leptadenia leaves with 10 to 15 grams of pigeon excreta. Mix it with half liter of water and drench it once in 3 days for 3 to 4 weeks. Fourth medicine. Ingredients: black gram, onion, cumin seeds, and jaggery. Method: feed 100 grams of sprouted black gram for 3 days. If the estrus is not seen, cut 3 onion bulbs, add a little bit of jaggery and feed. Then prepare a decoction of cumin seeds and jaggery and drench it for 3 days. Fifth medicine. Ingredients: Niger and horse gram. Crush 200 grams of Niger seeds and make it a ball. Feed 1 ball per day for 3 to 4 days. Or Sprout 1 kilogram of horse gram and mix it with 100 grams of ghee. Feed it twice a day for 3 days. Use buffalo ghee for cows and cow ghee for buffaloes. Apply remaining ghee in the vessel to the vagina. Sixth medicine. Ingredients: Niger oil, drumstick leaves, horse gram, and finger millet. Method: sprout 250 grams of horse gram, add 20 ml of Niger oil and 300 grams of drumstick leaves. Grind it and drench once in a day for 21 days. Along with this, feed cooked finger millet with buttermilk. Seventh medicine. Ingredients: Bale tree and brinjal. Method: feed 1 kilogram of fresh bale tree leaves once in a day for 21 days, or feed 1 kilogram of ripened brinjal once a day for 1 week to bring the animal into estrus. Eighth medicine. Ingredients: coconut inflorescence, unfolded leaves of arecanut palm or fishtail palm. Method: crush 1 just opened inflorescence of coconut palm and extract the liquid. Mix it with tender coconut water and drench once a day for 3 to 4 days. Or soak and ferment half kilogram of raw rice in water for 2 days. Cut the tender unopened leaf of arecanut palm or fishtail palm. Crush it with fermented raw rice with the soaked water. Drench it once in 3 days for 2 to 3 times. But confirm that the animal is not yet conceived while giving this medicine.